January can be a time to ease back into work and take it slow, but for one sector it's their busiest period. The new year sees a mammoth spike in inquiries for family lawyers and Google searches for divorce as many couples reach breaking point. Family lawyer Catherine Leach joins us this afternoon. Catherine, it's pretty bleak. Why do we see this spike in January and not other months?
I think it's two reasons, really. You've got the group of people who do the New Year's resolutions, so they want their life to be better in the next year. So they get to a point where they say it's just simply enough and we want to move on, and then they take the actions to do that. The second group is an interesting group because they're people that have probably been in therapy or with couples counsellors for the year and have made the decision in probably September, October, November that they're going to separate but decide that they're going to stay together to get through Christmas. And then once January hits, they decide that that's when they need to take the action necessary.
Has the pandemic and lockdowns exacerbated this phenomenon?
Look, not in Western Australia that we have seen. In the eastern states, they have a specific family court COVID list to deal with all of those things that have arisen, but we've been very fortunate here not to need that. My sense is that things will get worse before they get better. I think we've got a rental crisis, so people who are wanting to separate are probably staying together. Once that loosens up a bit in whatever form, then that will probably lead to some more separations. And I think if we head into some work from home situations, which seems what's happening in the eastern states, then that's going to put more pressure on relationships.
Catherine, you mentioned that couples tend to push themselves through a year and then they'd like to perhaps start a new year afresh. But if a couple is considering divorce over the holidays, should they wait? I mean, what is your advice there?
Look, I think with anything, whether it's family law, whether it's medical, whatever it is, I think getting the right information is really important and getting it early because then you can make informed decisions. I think that your decision to separate and what you do with your family shouldn't be informed by the time of year and what's going on around you. I think it needs to be informed by your family and what works for your family. But certainly very wise to get as much information as possible. Don't listen to all the people that are so-called experts because they know somebody who got divorced, but get it really from an expert so that you can make strategic decisions and not be entering mid-year wishing that you'd done it differently.
What are the leading causes of divorce? What are the red flags?
Do you know, my biggest red flag is that if a couple are having a conversation with each other or if they're listening to each other talking, if one of them rolls their eyes, I can guarantee you that they'll be sitting in my office within 12 months. It's that lack of respect and lack of consideration. And so whilst it's born of probably many causes, that's a kind of a leading indicator of divorce likely to happen. But generally, it's lack of communication, it's lack of commitment, and it's expecting the other person to fill your needs without looking at how to fill your own needs.
Catherine, we will have to leave it there for now, but thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Catherine Leach from Leach Legal.
Thank you.